Hello everyone, my name is Daniel and today I'll be introducing you to my VR Cashier Simulator. The idea behind this project was to create an engaging virtual environment designed specifically for neurodivergent learners. Neurodivergence refers to various conditions that affect cognitive functioning, learning, attention, and mood. This can include diagnoses such as autism spectrum disorder, ADHD, dyslexia, dyspraxia, and others. The goal was to create a simulation that is tailored to the unique needs of neurodivergent learners, emphasizing focus and immersiveness. I've developed an AI-driven environment where users can interact with simulated social scenarios, in this case playing the role of a cashier in a virtual store, serving customers just like in the real world. Let's begin by taking a look at the main menu. The environment here is inspired by Japanese architecture, giving it a calm and structured feel. You'll notice that there are invisible barriers, colliders, in place, keeping players within the designed space. Front and center, we have the title of the game, along with an icon representing the store. The menu itself is simple, offering two buttons, one for the initial tutorial and another for the store tutorial. However, players won't start here. When they first open the app, they'll begin in the initial tutorial, which is what we'll jump into next. In the initial tutorial, I kept things straightforward. Originally, this scene was very plain with a white background, but just by adding a red floor, there was a bit more of visual distinction. The tutorial starts with a video that walks players through the controls, explaining what each button on the controller does. We choose to use a video format because it's easier for players, especially those new to VR, to understand the controls through a clear and visual demonstration. The video guides players step by step, ensuring they know how to interact with the environment before moving on to the next tutorial. Once the tutorial is completed, players are automatically taken to the store tutorial. Now, let's talk about the store tutorial. Here the player learns how to scan and bag items as well as interact with the scanning machine, which has a built-in UI for starting and completing transactions. After scanning all the items and finalizing the transaction, the AI customer will leave the store. Speaking of AI, the AI in this tutorial selects random items from the shelves, and the player needs to scan and bag these items. Once the transaction is done, the player's next task is to restock the shelves. Items will spawn inside the two designed boxes, and the player must place them on the highlighted spots on the shelves. After all the items are stocked, the player is prompted to either return to the main menu or restart the tutorial. It's a simple but effective game cycle that teaches the basics. Every action in the VR environment is carefully programmed for efficient interaction. Players can move around easily, grab items, and place them where needed. The AI dynamically interacts with these shelves, selecting items based on a randomizer that pulls from the store's inventory. One of the standout features is the floating instructional videos, which visually guide the player throughout each tutorial step. There's also background narration that explains what needs to be done, providing a smooth and accessible experience. It's all about making the gameplay intuitive and fun, while also being educational. From a development perspective, working in Unity has been a great experience. Thanks to Unity Cloud, the version control of this project was pretty smooth, and we could very easily divide the work and not overlap each other job, basically. We've been able to optimize the performance so that the game runs smoothly, even with complex AI interactions and environments. Looking ahead, we plan to integrate advanced AI using ChatGPT. This will allow for more realistic and engaging social experiences where players can interact with the AI in a more meaningful way. This will further enhance the simulation and make it even more immersive. Thank you so much for watching this demo. I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough, and I can't wait to show you what we have planned for the future updates. Goodbye.